Hey y'all, it's Janine, and for a while now I've been seeing this $20 makeup challenge going around YouTube, and I've seen gurus. They've done a beautiful job with it, but they've also struggled with it. It seems like the $20 given today's economy is a little too constricting, as far as being able to get a finished product that you're really happy with, and working with products that you thought were of a good quality. So I thought maybe if we bumped it up just a little bit to say $30, maybe you could work with products, a few more products or better quality products that would give you a better look, or a look that you would be happier with. And I really wanted to do this because I think it's important to show young women that are watching all of these videos that it is possible to get really beautiful, wonderful looks from drugstore products that aren't horribly expensive. After all, most teenagers do not have the budget to go out and buy MAC or Urban Decay or Too Faced or Estee Lauder, or whatever the case might be. They're having to shop at the drugstore. So I thought it would be fun just to kind of, like I said, bump that budget up just a little bit to $30. Because honestly, when I tried to find, trying to work with what I already had, or went to go buy products, even using coupons or discounts, or whatever shopping sales, it was still really difficult to get $20 worth of products that I felt like would give me a look that I would be happy with, that I would feel satisfied with. So I thought, well, let me just bump it up to $30 and see what I can do. And I was able to come up with products, and not just L for Wet n Wild, which there is some of that in this tutorial, but other products as well from different brands. Anyway, so that's what this is today, is a $30 challenge, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching.
First, I started with L'Oreal True Match Foundation, and the color I'm using is Creamy Natural. And I just started by dotting it all over my face, including eyelids, everywhere, and then just blending it in with my hand, as you can see here. And this foundation really surprised me. It's a little bit thin in consistency, so I expected it to be very light coverage, but it turned out being, fairly good coverage. And you can see I dotted a little bit extra on problem areas like under my eyes and on blemishes, just for a little extra coverage. And it worked great. And then using it on my eyelids kind of acted as a base or a primer for, my eyeshadows to stick to. And here I'm just kind of smoothing out places where I didn't blend as well, just making sure everything's blended in. And I'm using Maybelline Natural Smokes Quad. I'm using that darkest color as my eyebrow color, and this was one of the areas where I saved money, was by using a product that did double duty. I got an eyebrow color out of it, as well as my eyeshadow colors. The darkest color just worked out really great for my eyebrows. It was pretty close to the NYX color that I've been using on my eyebrows. And the brush I'm using is a $1 e.l.f. brush. It's just that C-shaped eyeshadow brush. And again, I'm getting double duty out of it. I used it on my eyebrows, which was a little bit challenging. It was a little big for that. And you can see I just dusted off on a towel to clean it off. And then I start using it to apply my eyeshadow. The first color I'm working with is the lid color in that quad. And just applying it all over my lid, and then up above my natural crease. And do that on both eyes, obviously. We wouldn't want to do just one eye. And I gotta say, this isn't my favorite brush in the world, but it did the job, and it actually did it fairly well. And again, I'm just dusting the brush off, and now I'm going into the crease color, and I'm going to apply it right above my natural crease, and then start working it down to my natural crease area, and then into the outer V. And the way the brush is shaped actually helped with that. I was able to get a nice crisp line onto my crease area, you know, to kind of define where the color was going to go. And then by turning the brush sideways, I was able to start getting more coverage, you know, in the outer V area. And that was just my hubby walking by. He makes a brief appearance in almost every video I do. I'm doing these in the morning, getting ready for work, so he's in and out and moving around while I'm doing this. Okay, and just dust the brush off again, and now I'm going into that light creamy color. It's the brow bone color. And of course I'm just going to apply that on the upper lid and below the eyebrow. And it's a nice matte color. It's not the most pigmented color, but it does just make a nice highlight. And this little quad actually has a pretty good selection of textures. That creamy shadow is matte. The lid color was quite shimmery, but the crease color was just somewhat satin, so it was a pretty good, nice mix of textures. And then I just dusted that brush off again, and I'm using it to blend everything out, blend out the edges so there's no sharp lines. And it worked actually pretty good for that. It surprised me. And just a little cleanup with my fingers because I didn't have room in my budget for makeup wipes or sponges to do any cleanup with. And I'm just taking that crease color again and putting it on my lower lash line. I do that quite often instead of using eyeliner down there because it's just a little bit softer look. And now I'm taking Covergirl Perfect Point Plus in Black Onyx. And I'm just going to put that on my upper lash line. And not too thick of a line. I did this somewhat natural look. Trying to keep teenagers in mind with it, nothing too heavy on the eyes. And I'm taking my e.l.f. eyelash curler and giving those puppies a nice little curl. And this is Rimmel Scandalize Soft Flex Mascara in Extreme Black. I tell you, I really like the formula of this mascara, but I really dislike the brush. It is huge. And now I'm going to take Covergirl Professional Translucent Powder in medium, and I just tapped some into the lid. And I'm just using the little puff that came with it to apply it, and it actually didn't do a bad job. I did kind of miss my brush here, but this really didn't do bad. And I've been a fan of this particular powder for a long, long time. I still like it. And this is Covergirl Cheekers Blush in Natural Twinkle, and it goes on really, really lightly. And I'm using the little brush that came with it. So I had to actually go over it several times to get some color, and then I just kind of blended it out with the puff. And then because it is so sheer, I took just a little bit of it above my eyebrows for a little bit of a highlight because it is really quite sheer. Because it had to build it up a pretty good bit on my cheeks to get some color. And they're just blending again with the puff from the powder. Now this is Wet n Wild Lipliner in Willow, and it's just a natural color. And I'm just using it basically to help grab the lipstick and help it give it a little bit longer wear. Because this lip liner doesn't really add any color. And I'm using Wet n Wild lipstick in color 552A, which is just a light red. It's a really wearable red. And that's the finished look.
Well, that's how I got this $30 look. And as you can see, I used products like L'Oreal, Maybelline, Rimmel, you know, Wet n Wild, as well as e.l.f. So I had a pretty good variety of products there in different price ranges. That gave me what I felt was a good full coverage foundation, a nice eye look. I did have to skimp a little bit on tools because of the budget, but you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather skimped on the tools than on the products themselves. But anyway, I also wanted to see if you guys would like to see a haul video that deals with shopping sales and coupons, showing how you can get really good value for your beauty budget. So if you would like to see a haul video that you know, deals with couponing and sales, would you just give this video a thumbs up or leave me a comment in the bottom, you know, down there, and let me know you know, if you'd like to see that kind of video. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this.